My personal journey with Company of Women started back when Company of Women started in 2012. So it's been a long one. So it's been an evolving relationship that early on I felt what was of most value to me was being integrated with very successful entrepreneurs and people that were at the same stage as me, because I was startup green. And so hearing those conversations and taking on board the learnings, it was truly invaluable in those first 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. The other thing that happened with Company of Women as my relationship developed was I found that I was gaining personal relationships with women that were extremely successful entrepreneurs. And so the conversations that I would have with them, not just in Company of Women programs or at events, was outside when you'd have a coffee or you'd catch up, and I'd ask them questions, I'd bounce ideas off them and so forth. And so those relationships were really, really invaluable to my growth. A lot of those women sat on the board for Company of Women. And so their vision in helping me is also the vision that helps the entire company grow, and their values are aligned with my values, so that really made sense to me. And also I was very appreciative of the fact that had I not been a member of Company of Women, I wouldn't have even really known who those women were, let alone being able to sit down and get some valuable feedback and growth strategies. I remember a session where the board brought me in and said, tell us about your business and let us just give you some one-on-one feedback. That was incredible. I was only in there for like half an hour or so, and I just said, I had a brain fart. This is what I'm doing, this is what, and each of those women sat there and gave me their personal perspective, whether it was harsh or something I needed to hear or whatever. Every single one of those women giving me feedback was invaluable to my growth. Then becoming a part of the Hall of Fame ceremony for me it's so special, but so much more than from a business perspective. That space is really, really close to my heart, and it's a real privilege for me to sit in that space, and I'm really, really proud of Company of Women for having the vision to acknowledge Māoridom and tangata whenua and taonga as a beautiful vessel to introduce and bring in and collaborate and so forth. So that's really, really special to me, and I love that space every year. So I feel like my relationship with Company of Women has developed in different ways, and that when I need it, I know I can ask for the help. I know that there's always programs in place that will specifically speak to what I need at that time. And so for me, I feel like Company of Women's given me that feedback and that support and that experience, knowledge, just when I needed it. And even when I haven't asked for it, because I'm like so many other women, I'm really bad and I get caught up in my little bubble, but then, they'll reach out and they'll send an email or they'll call and say, what are you doing? Where are you at? Do you need some help? And then there's also been, other Company of Women members who have contacted me and they've asked, can you champion me? Can you help me? And that to me is, the full 360 is happening, and that's where the nuggets come from. When you can take and you can give back, and you can take and give back, and that's a nice community to be in.